Well, hello, boys and girls. It's when I feel like 8 o'clock, and my plants are in the back there. Um, well, I'm Pearl of Wisdom, and you're listening to my NHL Pearls of Wisdom. Did some picks today. I forgot to do the percentages, but that's okay. We'll get to those tomorrow. The main thing is that apparently the Taylor Hall trade happened. And if you've been watching me, you'll know that I predicted that they would go to the Coyotes organization. I'm falling all over my words here. Something to the effect of a first round pick, 2 prospects, or something of that nature. I find that odd. I would have actually thought that they would have got Ranta in this situation to get a goaltender, but maybe the prospect is a goaltender. But I more or less came on here to just, if you go down in my videos, you'll find that I did a Taylor Hall video, and that as much as they were talking about Colorado and Florida and all of these places, the team that seemed to me the most likely to get there would have been the Coyotes. Now, what does this mean for the Carolina, or for the Arizona Coyote? Well, Taylor Hall brings a goal scoring that they just simply didn't have before. I don't think they're finished with whatever they're doing here. Somehow money must have went back, or something of that nature, because I do believe they were capped out. However, they have some injuries on defense that might be solving that issue of having cap room for now. The question is, and of course, the next thing will happen is, do the Coyotes re-sign Taylor Hall? Well, they get the opportunity to give him 8 years, and they are now showing that they're wanting to win now. So those are the two things that the Coyotes really are, that Taylor Hall is looking for. The question will be, of course, what happens now as Taylor Hall moves forward in Arizona. Does he like it there? Does he like the team? Does he like the makeup? Does he fit? All of those sort of things like that. All of those being the case, and they go after the centerman, which I do believe they will go after here as well, to play with Taylor Hall. Yeah, I do. I think he likely would sign there. I'm not so sure Taylor Hall is all that concerned about where it is that he's playing. Taylor Hall is all about winning a Stanley Cup. Taylor Hall is all about winning now. He's not in a place where he doesn't want to be in a place where he's rebuilding. In his mind, he's been his whole career in a rebuilding team, and he's tired of it. So if an organization is showing completely that it's win now, then I think he would definitely go that direction. Arizona is a team that I'm not sure should be in the win now situation. I like the way he built, Shakeup built the defense there, but they're getting older. They don't really have time to rebuild now, though. This is a save the organization type trade. And they're in save the organization mode. It's win now mode. So I believe that that they are going to be looking for a center out there to play with Taylor Hall. Schmaltz and Stepan are sufficient for the moment. Hayton will be a good centerman, so that will fill in the role down the road. But they're going to be looking somewhere now. Off the top of my head, you just look at organizations that are falling by the wayside already, like Ottawa. Although I don't know if Pajot really is going to solve that issue. They'll be looking for a playmaking center to be able to feed Hall and be able to skate with Hall, which is a little bit easier said than done. However, again, they still have Ranta. They still have some things that they can use to acquire another player to play with them. They have some wingers that they can use. They have a little bit of an excess of defensemen, mostly veteran defensemen. So it'll be interesting to see. The other thing you could look at is teams that are very deep up the middle and would be looking for defensemen like that. There's not too many of those out there, to tell you the honest truth. It's going to, I can't really say. Is Hall the answer in Arizona? Well, he's a answer. And are they better? I would think so. It's going to be interesting to see how Taylor Hall and Phil Kessel work together. I have a feeling that they'll work together really well, actually. They both have the same mentality. They both have the I don't care, I want to win, and I don't give a shit about anybody else type mentality. They're also very rah-rah guys. I think if you put them on the wings with a good center, that would work. The other thing is they do have a lot of veterans there, and especially on defense. So what Taylor Hall needs is somebody that's going to be able to take him and go, please be quiet. We know you want to win. You don't need to tell the world every single day. I've mentioned here several times in my videos that he's a bit of a negative Nancy, apparently. I'm in Edmonton. I live in Edmonton. And when he was here, when they traded him for Larson, which was a poor trade and it's inexcusable as far as I'm concerned, what they said was they wanted a different voice in the room. And if you don't, that's about as direct as teams generally get when they're saying, we don't want him talking in our room. I think that's what was happening in New Jersey. And they reached a point, Naverdine, the new coach, said, look, you're going to trade him for sure. We can't have him in the room anymore. He's just too much of a pain in the ass. Put him in the right situation with the right people, with some veterans that can really grab him by and say, just please be quiet, or whatever they got to say, please be quiet. I don't know if they're going to be that nice, but something of that nature. And Arizona has some players like that. They have a guy like Stepan who seems to be like, it's thought of around the league that when Stepan is no longer there anymore, no longer playing anymore, he's likely to be a coach. So having that type of coach mentality, where Taylor Hall has been before, first of all, in Edmonton, they made him a captain because of his rah-rah type style, but he was not good for the young players. Then he got traded to New Jersey, who also have a crap load of young players and not too many veterans that can help him just be quiet. So anyway, I just thought it's a little bit of gloating. I did say that Arizona was the best place. Go down there. And if you really are enjoying my programming, here's something that you could try. I'd like to be able to keep on doing this. It does take a fair amount of time out of my day. Maybe share that around and say, look, this guy predicted this before it even happened, like a month ago. And when I'm doing my picks, like right now, we're hitting like crazy. Share it around on your social media. Let people know what's happening, because I'm not really doing too much funny stuff here. I'm sending you all pearls all the time, and I want to keep that. If you would like to send me pearls back, maybe just promote this a little bit and let's get this, see how big this can be, because it'll be a lot of fun. And when we got a podcast going and you guys are on, and the first people like Joe Johnson and Richie Rich, and I don't have them all in front of me, but I've mentioned all of you in my videos before. You first people, I'm always going to remember you guys, because you guys have always been there for me, and we will go. I am not kidding when I say we will have something and we will travel together. Whenever all of this energy comes this way, it's going back your way. I love you guys, man. And thank you very much for supporting me, those who do. All of you guys that put your support down the bottom, that tell me that they love your videos and you're enjoying the pearls and all of that stuff like that is so encouraging to me. And I want to send it back to you. So anyways, boys and girls, that's my full 42 for today. Sorry about forgetting my percentages there in my last video. I get a little excited, especially just after Perlo Day, and my mind kind of goes off. And you know how it is, because you feel the same way, right? Have a great day. Lots of love to you.